Everything Browns Nation, what's going on? We have a coach. Now the question is everybody happy? Are you upset? Are you sad? Are you mad? Let me know in the comments below. Are you happy, sad, mad, pissed off at the world? Did you get the guy that you wanted? Are you just done with everything? Kevin Stefanski, I probably butchered the name. Hopefully, I got it right. Is the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Let's get to the comments. Let's get it going. I'm not even going to go through my spew. By now, you know how it works. And if not, I'll get to it later on. We have a coach, we have a hire, and we probably have some pissed off fans because, hey, as fans, we just get pissed off. Let me know how you are feeling in the comments right now. Let's go. I'm going to try to move up. I probably missed some. My guy Ace is in the comments. What up? Jim says no. Keith says I'm sick. I can't believe what just happened. Jim agrees with Keith. What is quick? What is that? Jorge says, I don't care of the pick of the head coach. What did they see yesterday that made him go, huh? I don't want overreaction to what happened yesterday. I don't want that to happen. I don't think if did anybody believe yesterday that Minnesota's offense was going to go lights out and put up 40 against the 49ers defense. I don't want overreaction to that. That's just me. But that's just my opinion. I don't want overreaction to one game because that 49ers defensive line is nasty. But that's here nor there. Jorge said, what up, people? Ready for another 5-11 season? Keith says, after yesterday's buffoonery. Brett says, great hire. What's the scoop, my friend? Baseball Paul all over this. Stephanie says, all in together. Shout out to Brett, Steve, Shane, Keith, Dwayne. It's okay. Brian says, what's up with Stefanski's role all in the early season drama for the Vikings offense when the receivers were throwing Kirk Cousins under the bus? Shane says, yes, sir. I love it. Now it's getting amazing staff. This will work. Kevin says, sell the team. ONG. It's okay. Now, that's Facebook. Let's head over to YouTube. Clyde says, what's going on, George? What's going on, Todd? George says, can we please get this party started already? What's up, fellas? The party started. Tom says, I think he'll be a good coach with our roster. Earl says, revenge of Sashi, Stefanski, Andrew Berry, GM. Fight server says, decent-ish. Now, hit that thumbs up if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, hit the emoji to let me know how you're feeling. Now, if you're upset with the hire, if you're mad, if you're pissed off at the world, who did you want? If you are angry, who did you want? Kevin Stefanski is the hire, or no matter who they hire, were you just going to be mad? Did you want to throw a grenade in the Cleveland Browns facility just because you're sick of the owners? And that's okay too. I understand because we are just pissed off. But who did you want? If this hire pisses you off and you're just like, I'm sick of it, who did you want? Was it Josh McDaniels? Was it Roberts? I don't even know how to say his last name. I'm not going to butcher it. Saleh? Is that who you wanted? Who is it? If you're just upset and mad at the world, who is the guy that we wanted? I don't know. Who is it? Was it Josh McDaniels? Was it because he is from here? This was his dream when he was a little kid, when he went to bed at night after eating his fruit roll up. He wanted to be a Cleveland Browns head coach. This was his dream job. Is this the guy that everybody wanted? I want to know, for everybody who is so pissed off, who is the guy? Was it Josh McDaniels? Jorge says the 49ers DC. Sue says tired of the negativity. Keith said wanted Josh. Tim says we interviewed a Super Bowl winning coach in McCarthy and then the OC coach from the Patriots dynasty. in McDaniels and we don't offer them a contract. And if we did, we didn't go hard enough for either of them. And we hired a mediocre OC from Minnesota. WTF, the Haslams are a joke. He'll be a coach for 2 years max. Now, what letdown are the Haslams going to be put us through for a GM now? Mike McCarthy was the guy, period. McCarthy, or at least Josh, this is because Paul. Mike McCarthy was the guy, period. Brett says McCarthy is a bum. Rick says, what happened with McDaniels? We're going to have to figure out. So I'm hearing McCarthy. I'm hearing McDaniels. So we got a couple of people that wanted McCarthy, as you can see on your screen now. Once he left the building, I knew it was over. He was not going to last that long. Once he left and we interviewed everybody from the BP cash register, from the person that gets the groceries at Walmart and brings them to your car, I knew he was gone. He wasn't going to last long. So the McCarthy dream was over. Cheryl says, hey, Corey, hopefully we can start the dog check again. I'm not getting beat up by George. I am not doing the dog check. Shane says McDaniel has head coaching experience and more than 18 games experience being an offensive coordinator. Earl says this hire means D. Podesta had much more influence than we thought. Fight says Roman, and Myron says now the Browns begin. So we have a Roman, a lot of McDaniels. Let me know who you wanted. Me? I said it yesterday watching the game when I heard Andrew Berry was getting interviewed. They were asking for the Colts GM interview. I knew McDaniels was out of the picture because he was bringing in his guys. His wife was coming in. He had his own GM. I said, well, McDaniels is out of the picture once they are interviewing GMs. I knew he was gone. And in the back of my mind, I said, I think they're going to hire Kevin Stefanski because that's who they wanted last year. It's who they wanted last year. But Jim Dorsey got his way and got Freddie K. I am not surprised at this at all. I'm not saying I'm Nostradamus and I know all. I know nothing most of the time. But I'm not surprised that this is the hire. I am not. Now, Josh McDaniels, I'm not going to lie, I thought, man, he got a good chance. But when he left with no job and they start asking other GMs, hey, let's interview you, and Josh McDaniels had his guys that he wanted, I said, oh, it ain't looking good for Josh McDaniels. And when Mike McCarthy left the building with no contract, Dallas needed a coaching job. I said, I don't think Mike McCarthy's going to be the guy. And when you wanted this guy last year, come on. I'm not shocked at this at all. I can't say I am angry. I have to see it play out. That's just me. Now, I can go off the past and you can, and I'm not saying you're wrong about it at all. And I can understand why people want Robert, I'm probably going to butcher his name, Salah. Y'all can tell me how to say it. I am terrible with names, and I apologize. I can see why people want this guy. This guy is a ball of energy. I understand. This guy, man, listen, he gets a team riled up. I can understand it. I get it. But the Browns knew who they wanted all along, if you really think about it. They knew who they wanted. They did their due diligence, and they interviewed everybody under the sun, but they knew who they wanted. Larry says McDaniels walked because he wanted nothing to do with D. Podesta. Jason says, I want to hear from Stefanski. I wanted McCarthy, but it is what it is. Tom says, according to Nathan Z, Stefanski is pretty smart. Sue says he wanted to go to Dallas. Are you kidding me? Going there all along. Ross says that so-called eighth-ranked offense sure didn't show up yesterday. I'm not holding nothing against that. You guys can. I understand it. San Francisco's defense is a good, stout defense. I didn't expect them to go up there and light it up. I just didn't. But that's just me. I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I've been let down so much by this team. I am numb to the pain by now. Now, if they hired Joe Smith from Georgia State of Ice Cream University, then I probably would just throw myself over a ledge. But we're going to have to see where this goes. I want to know who they hire as the defensive coordinator. Do they keep Steve Wilks? Who knows? Y'all may know by now. They may be saying some other stuff on the television screen that I don't know because I am talking in front of a camera right now. I have no clue. My guy LA says Baker is better than Cousins. You have to go with the talent that's on the field as well. I did not expect Minnesota's offense to light up San Francisco's defense yesterday. Throw tomatoes at me. I'm sorry. Kirk Cousins, he is who he is. Everybody knew you shut down Dalvin Cook, make them beat him passing. We have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. That's better than just Dalvin Cook. But that's just me. I'm not here to poo-poo on the hire, but I'm here to see how you guys feel, and a lot of you are not happy. I knew Mike McCarthy was gone. I knew it. I knew he was gone as soon as he didn't get a contract. McDaniels knows what it takes to make to a Super Bowl, and Stefanski is a bust in the playoffs. Kyle says Jimmy Haslam is the worst owner in sports. Mike Brown, Jimmy Haslam. Well, Jerry Jones is up there too. Jerry Jones is up there too. He's just more out in the camera. Jerry Jones is up there too as one of the worst owners. He's in every interview. I thought he was the coach. I forgot that Garrett was the coach. But we're not going to talk about that. So let me know how you feel. A lot of people are upset. They are angry. They are mad at the world of this hire. Just upset. A lot of people wanted Josh McDaniels. Now, a couple weeks ago, people didn't want Josh McDaniels that I was seeing on Twitter and on Facebook because he sucked against Denver. I mean, he sucked as a head coach at Denver. He was terrible. He was trash on Denver. I don't want Josh McDaniels. Not saying you guys, but I was reading on Twitter and Cleveland groups on Facebook. He was terrible against Denver. I don't want him. He flaked on the Colts. What's he going to do to us? But now the story comes out that when he was a kid, he ate his fruit roll-ups. He dreamed about being in Cleveland, and now he's the guy. I'm not saying he would have been better than Stefanski, but we'll never know. But I understand why people were mad because they hate ownership. They have no trust. We have trust issues when it comes to our Cleveland Browns, and I can't say I don't blame you. Bryce on YouTube says, I wanted I'm probably going to just butcher his name. Sahele or Bienemy. Bienemy had no shot, Bryce, but I understand. We all know what that was. He had no shot. Everybody wanted the DC from San Francisco. Not everybody. I can't say that. A lot of people wanted the DC from San Francisco, and I can understand why. That guy has a jolt of energy. But it's the same thing that a lot of people complain about. Where's the experience? But I get it. George says, what's up with the Georgia State comment? I must have missed something. I just made up a school. I think you're talking about the Georgia State ice cream comment. I'm talking about if we hired a coach that nobody knew about, I'd throw myself off a ledge. Insert Georgia State. You could pick another college. I don't care. I'm just glad it's somebody that I've heard of before. I think that's what you're talking about, George. But a lot of people like McDaniels. Bryce says, should have hired a leader. Y'all said this is the worst decision Jimmy could have made. Wow, a lot of people are hating this Stefanski hire. Kyle says Eric Bieniemy needs to take an OC job that'll let him call plays. I think that's why he hasn't got a shot yet. Matthew says, I think that the new owner for Cleveland Browns is another Art Modell. It's still early to hope he pulls a Josh McDaniels and backs out and we can pick. Is it too early? I don't think he's going to back out, but we'll see. Keith Aaron says LA Broadus who picks. Did Jarvis delete? Huh? I must have missed something. Keith Anderson, his social media on Instagram deleted all of his photos. So what's going on with Jarvis Landry? Somebody let me know what is going on with Jarvis Landry. Bryce says we should have another great year. I guess something's going on with Jarvis that I don't know. What is going on with Jarvis Landry? Ethan says Saleh's defense wasn't all the first 2 years in San Fran. Everyone wants him after he had first 4 round picks on the D line. I would rather have the coach from the 49ers, but this is from Tim. His order was McCarthy, McDaniels. If not McDaniels, 49ers coach. If not, then maybe Stefanski. Lord baby Jesus. When you put Lord baby Jesus, you mean it. George says Georgia State is a college in downtown Atlanta, and to have a football team that plays their games in the old Turner Field. I wasn't trying to offend you, George. I could have said Toledo State, Ohio of Field of Corn. I just glad we have a coach that I heard of. The Sonic Shockwave, the problem is the coaches they hire never have the ability to be a leader. So if this guy can lead, then okay, we'll see. Energy is nice, but your coach needs to be the most composed. And Shane says Jarvis was tweeting a lot about tired of watching the playoffs. I did see that, but I want to know somebody, I guess LA said he deleted his photos from Instagram. That's what has me intrigued. But a lot of people don't like this hire. The man on the screen, Kevin Stefanski, the new coach of the Browns, already public enemy number one, at least on this show right now. Kevin Stefanski, public enemy number one. At least 90% of the people in the comments do not like the hire. Tyler says, give him a shot. No one else wants the job. Alvin says, I see most of our players are leaving. What is happening? Somebody, who is leaving? What am I missing? Is somebody tweet they're all gone? Well, I guess Jarvis is deleting stuff. I don't know, but Teddy says, here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Let's embrace our new coach. McDaniels didn't do very well in Denver and does not seem like a leader of men. Let's stay positive and hope for the best. I know one thing, Nick Chubb might run for 2,000 yards this year. If Kevin Stefanski as our head coach, go Browns. Michael says they have no clue. Alvin says those who gave him a chance don't know football. Those who say give him a chance don't know football. So we should just not give him a chance, is what Alvin is saying. Let's fire him right now. Is that what you're saying, Alvin? Just give him no chance. Get rid of him right now. You have to give him a chance, especially if you're a Browns fan. You have to give him a chance. I mean, he's the coach at the end of the day. You have to give him. We can't just sit here and go, well, fire him. Let's try again. Whether we like him or not, we have to give him a chance. He's our head coach. Even if I hate him, I have to give him a chance. He's our head coach. There's a lot of people I didn't like at this Browns team. I had to give him a chance. Hopefully they prove me wrong. Hopefully he can prove people wrong. That's all you can hope at this point, unless you just want him to fail. Then I guess, hey, root for him to fail. But why not give the man a chance? Let's see what he can do. R. Smith says correction, OC position. George says he will be like Freddie, one and done. Weird stuff on IG, says Bryce. Bryce says he's got one post, which is what I think of his mother saying miss you. Post is from May 19th. I'm going to have to look at that. Thank you for the update on that. Now that is interesting. And that's something to look at. That is very interesting from our guy. Well, I hope he's our guy. Jarvis Landry. Eric says, give him a chance and stop whining. Alvin says he sucks. Gerald says, who will be his defensive coordinator? That's a good question. I don't know. Josh says, Jimmy Haslam, hate this hire, but hope he proves us wrong. I hope he does too, because this is our hire. I mean, we can sit there and hate him if we want. George says he'll be, I read that one. R. Smith says, Vikings, Kubiak, new OC, please take Stefanski. George says he may or may not be okay. We will see. We will have to see, ladies and gentlemen. But my pulse from this mini show I have just did, I would say 93% of you hate Kevin Stefanski already, and he hasn't even touched down in Cleveland, Ohio. This should be interesting. This is going to be quite fun because when Freddie Kitchens got the job, at least people were like, yes, orange and brown, you do not matter. Boy, boy, has the tone changed. Kevin Stefanski comes on board. You suck already. You are terrible. Woo! He's got a, at least from the pulse I'm getting right now, he's got an uphill to battle. Armin says everybody swears they know the answer. If they did, they would work for the Browns. Let D Tebessa finally do his thing. Brian says after Hugh and Kentucky Fried Freddy, I'm good with Pee Wee Coach or even Pee Wee Herman, so I still have faith. Bob says give the guy a chance. Balin says if you go by Twitter as well, 100% if you go by Twitter as well. Tom says don't hate it, just don't know him. Cody says sounds like all the expert fans would like to go back to Freddie. LOL. Josh says LMAO. Gregory says can't believe we didn't get Josh. I think a lot of the anger is not getting Josh McDaniels. The Sonic says regarding Stefanski, I do like that he's hit pretty much all the major position coach spots in Minnesota before coordinator. Could be good for Baker. That is some silver lining. Aaron says, what's up, Corey? What's up, Aaron? I seen AAA in here. What's up, AAA? So, hey, I really don't have anything else. I see the pulses. We hate it. Well, I don't hate him, okay? I'm going to be on record. I don't hate him because I haven't seen him do anything. I did the same thing for Freddie. I seen what he did. I said, yeah, not very good. And it really wasn't even off the base of the results. It was off your interactions. And I'm not changing nothing. No, I'll wear the shirt again because I'm Freddie and I do what I want to do when I want to do it. Okay, well, whatever. So I'm not going to say I hate the guy and he hasn't even done anything yet for our team, hasn't coached one game, one practice, one off-season training camp, nothing. So I'm not going to say I hate the guy. I just want to see what he does. A lot of people wanted Josh McDaniels. A lot of people wanted the 49ers DC. Some people wanted Mike McCarthy. Evidently, nobody wanted this guy except Cleveland ownership. And we know Cleveland's ownership track record is not that good. So we will see. I'm not going to give up on him just yet because he has not done anything. I'm going to give this guy a chance. Bob says we have better players. See if this offense works with our guys. Amo says at least Freddie's face is gone. Josh says Brown should let the fans vote and hire who the majority wanted. We will be in better shape than we have been. We have the dumbest people making decisions for us. Michael says, I wanted Stefanski. One guy wanted him. All right. Ellis, I think the reason why people are mad because Jimmy said they're going to go for a proven head coach, and he's not that. Well, I knew that was a lie when he let McCarthy go, LA. We knew that was a lie because that was the only proven head coach that he interviewed. And I don't count Josh McDaniels as a proven head coach, and somebody can say I'm full of crap, whatever. He hasn't proved nothing as a head coach. The only proven head coach he interviewed that's proven he let walk out the door. So we all knew that was a lie. So if you guys trusted in Jimmy, hey, I love you guys, but that's your fault. I don't trust Jimmy. He could tell me it's raining outside. I got to go outside with an umbrella and a hoodie and check myself. I ain't trusting anything Jimmy says. So don't hate Stefanski for that. Hate Jimmy. The only coach that had experience, he let walk out that door. So I'm not going to hate on Stefanski for that because, well, Jim Shorts, he did have head coaching experience. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think nobody wanted him. I don't see anybody clamoring for Jim Shorts. Bob says, yes, when you let McCarthy go, big mistake. I didn't want Josh as well, says Alvin. Josh says McDaniel was not a good fit anyways. Who did you want, Alvin? Because you hate Stefanski, I see. Who did you want, you might have said it. Did you want the DC from the 49ers? If you're still here. And Johnny says Jim Tressel would be... Yeah, Jim Tressel, that wasn't even an option. Was this a good hire, says Ben? According to the comments, no. It was the worst hire made possible. I'm going by the show. No, it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. George says Jimmy and D need to sell the team to someone who wants to win. Aaron said Jimmy Haslam is whack. Dennis Brown says Haslam needs to sell the team ASAP. I am done with this team. Are you kidding me? Did anyone watch this offense yesterday? Once again, I am not going to go off yesterday. That's just me. That San Francisco's defense is nasty. They had a week to prepare, to sit down, eat bonbons and Cheetos, and just salivate on Kirk Cousins. I'm not holding them against that. Yes, I wish they would have did better, but we all knew if they shut down Dalvin Cook, it was a wrap. I'm not trying to hate on Kirk Cousins, but he's not the greatest quarterback in the world. I'm just saying. So I'm not letting one performance say, hey, he's a terrible coach. I'm going to give him a shot, but that defense is nasty. But that's just my thoughts. But a lot of people are feeling that way. Thomas says, would have preferred Saleh, but he's just an unproven as a head coach. A lot of people want the 49ers DC. I feel y'all. I feel you with that. I can't argue with that. I like the guy too. But like I said, I believe they wanted this guy last year. You'd have had to blow him out the water, change their mind. And if you pass on Mike McCarthy, hey, he won a Super Bowl. And you said, nah, I'm good. Let's hope it works. Willing to give him a chance. At least can't be worse than Kitchens. I hope not. If it's worse than Kitchens, I'm done. I kind of like this pick. Says, do not describe, please. He can run play action with the help of Baker. Hand the ball off to Nick Chubb. I like that comment. Donald says, should have got Josh McDaniels. Gerald says, we will be fine. Get a strong DC to fix the tackle position. Go Browns. All right. Well, I wanted to hop on here real quick just to see how the pulse of Browns fans were feeling. I'm still going 95, pissed off, 5%. We'll see. We'll have to see. I'm going to have to go to this Instagram thing that my guy at LA is talking about. Jarvis Landry just deleted everything. It got me kind of worried. I'm going to have to see what's going on. On the hire, I'm just like, we'll have to see. But I'm not shocked with it, especially since they started interviewing GMs yesterday. We'll see how it goes. Everything Browns Nation. If you're new, subscribe to the YouTube. Link in the description on Facebook. If you're not new, thank you for joining. Thank you for commenting. Just hopped on as soon as I heard the news. Ran. I had to just get on here real quick. Do what I got to do. We are live on Thursdays from 7 to 8 when news. We're in the off season now, so when something comes up like this, I'm going to hop on. If I don't see anything great, I'm not going to, just jump on here and talk about nothing. But I'm sure there will be fallout from this. There will be news of what happened with Josh McDaniels and things like that. So I will see you guys 7 to 8, and we'll talk about this some more. Maybe you guys will be, well, it's not as bad. Or you'll be even more angry, and you just want him to go back to his home in Minnesota. I don't know. But I will see you guys when I see ya. I'm Corey Boyd. Everything Browns Nation. Peace.